Oh boy, here we go again, you guys. Boosie is not happy with content creators, YouTubers, or podcasters who are publicly breaking down criminal cases and, in his view, doing the police's job for them. As most of you already know, Boosie comes from the streets, and he's always been firmly against snitching. If he finds out that you cooperated with law enforcement or even associated yourself with someone who did, don't be surprised if he cuts ties with you completely. We already saw that happen with Kodak Black after he collaborated with 6ix9ine. Ever since then, Boosie has made it clear where he stands. So if you're someone like Boosie watching everything that's happening today, seeing people build content and podcast episodes around who committed what crime and who's responsible for what, it's easy to understand why he'd have a strong reaction. From his perspective, that kind of behavior goes against everything he believes in. Back in the day, pointing the finger at someone who committed a crime was heavily looked down upon. Nobody wanted to be known as a snitch. Even what people called dry snitching was considered off limits in a lot of circles. Now, of course, there are always exceptions that people bring up. Someone might ask, what if it was your mother who was killed and you knew exactly who did it? Would you go to the police? Or they'll take it even further and say, what if it was your son, your child, and someone in the streets took his life? If you knew who was responsible, what would you do? Would you report it, or would you try to handle it yourself? Those are completely different situations, and people have different opinions on them. But when it comes to hip-hop culture, the idea of snitching or even dry snitching has traditionally been viewed as something you simply don't do. Speaking of hip-hop, one of the biggest stories making headlines right now involves YG and the ongoing conversation surrounding Drakeo the Ruler. About 2 weeks ago, ahead of his Versus appearance against The Game, YG was reportedly detained and questioned by law enforcement. Since then, several content creators have publicly pointed fingers in YG's direction. Among the names being discussed are Wack 100 and Poetik Flakko.
So YG's RICO for the murder of Drakeo the Ruler starts tomorrow. Here's why. Something very important is happening tomorrow that's gonna cause a domino effect that I believe will ultimately seal the fate for YG. So tomorrow, Draco's alleged killer, Frankenstone, the man who is being accused of actually taking a knife and stabbing Drakeo in his neck, he goes back to court. But here's the thing, he's not going to court for Drakeo the Ruler's death. He's going to court for another body.
The internet is now unraveling the true reasons for his beef with Drakeo the Ruler, and it is unfortunately much more complicated than you possibly could have imagined.
I'm gonna go on record. I think there will come a day where YG will be charged.
Really?
And I'm gonna tell you why. Whether the truth or a lie, when you got that many people around, that many people possibly involved, a nigga will catch a case way over there and spill the beans or create a lie to get out of it. And I think based on that, there's gonna come a day where YG gonna be cuffed fighting the case because a so-called homie then says something, whether true or not. I got a lot of homies that did 20, 30 years because a homie just straight lied on homie Lil Buttons. 26 years because the motherfucker, lied on him. He ain't have a gun, he ain't have shit. Because a homie, another Paru, said he did it. They cuffed him. You see what I'm saying? So now it's YG, if he ever get caught up, is he gonna say it wasn't me, it was this dude? That's what it's gonna come down to.
Right.
I do think it's gonna come a day to where one of them dudes, murder ain't got no statute of limitations.
Yeah.
I'm not saying YG did anything. I'm simply saying that it's gonna come a day where one of these dudes is gonna say some shit and it's gonna have him looking crazy.
So after seeing what he believes is all this snitching and dry snitching going on, Boosie has had enough and decided to speak out. He didn't hold back with his opinion on everything that's been happening. So let's take a look at what he had to say.
Now on Instagram, bro, it's bigger than the police. All y'all podcasters, not all of them, but YouTubers and people on Instagram, y'all the golden egg to the investigator. All they gotta do is hashtag your page and hashtag who they want to hear about and build their case. Y'all go into depth, into detail saying names, saying stuff about crimes. Like, it's sad, bro. And why is the question? The people y'all doing this trying to harm never harm you a day in their life. Y'all never had words. They don't even know you. The people you doing this for, they don't know you neither. They don't give a fuck about it. If they family won a silver suit, you wouldn't get shit. You wouldn't get $1. So why is the question? Do it make you sleep better at night? Like, why are we so happy in the world with someone's downfall? And why is always us doing this to us? You never see a white man doing this to a white artist. Why is you trying to solve a crime on the internet? If they didn't have social media, it seemed like that would be our job. I mean, go get a job as a detective. They're hiring. You just getting it out. These niggas just getting it out. Like, but I won't know why. Do it make you sleep better at night? Like, even you interviewers, like, why ask somebody a question they can get them murdered? Why ask somebody a question they can get them 50 years to life in prison? Give me a Ricky Smiley interview, bro. Like, this shit bigger than the police. This shit is bigger than the police. Police could be looking way in somewhere else. Y'all gonna put them right there. It's sad, bro. It really is, bro. And the question is, why? Nobody from both sides know you. It's sad, bro.
Listen, man, unfortunately for Boosie, this is starting to look like the new reality. The simplest answer to his question is money. A lot of YouTubers, podcasters, and content creators are generating huge audiences and making a lot of money by covering crimes and trying to piece together what happened. At the end of the day, that's what's driving a lot of this content. As long as it continues to attract views and generate revenue, people are going to keep making these videos. Realistically, the only way it changes is if legal issues start forcing people to stop. Until then, with free speech protections, you're probably going to keep seeing more and more content like this. So if you're someone involved in the streets, closely connected to a celebrity or rapper or anyone living in the public eye, the best advice is simple. Don't put yourself in situations that involve criminal activity. That's exactly why I was trying to warn YG's circle. Don't get caught up in that lifestyle. Because if you do, there's a real chance you'll end up dealing with serious legal consequences. The downside to YouTubers and content creators trying to solve crimes online is that they don't always get it right. Sometimes they point the finger at the wrong person. We've seen that happen plenty of times. After a high-profile incident, people rush to social media trying to identify who was responsible, and innocent people can end up being accused. We saw similar speculation after Takeoff was killed in Houston. Rest in peace to Takeoff. The best way to avoid becoming part of those conversations or ending up caught in an investigation is to stay away from criminal activity altogether. Now, I want to hear from you. Head down to the comments and let me know what you think. Does Boosie have a valid point about podcasters and YouTubers trying to solve crimes online? Or do you think this is just the direction media has evolved? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.